Hello everyone, and welcome to our update video for April 28th, 2014. My name is Silviu.
This is Chris. What's going on, guys?
Yeah, and we are from GetWreckedRs. And what are we doing? We're talking about the updates that came out this week. So let's see. Let's do a quick summary of the main ones, which are up on the post there. What do we have? We have the combat updates. We have the 120 skill capes, and I believe that's everything. That's their main posts, right? And the Solomon stuff. Correct?
Correct. It's just some of the stuff's just kind of very minimal. I mean, on top of that, they also have the cabbage face punch bonanza that ended with butterflies, but that's just kind of small little updates.
That's something. This is totally not an update this week, but I don't know if you watched the behind the scenes or not. But like the Super September last year, they have it's called Traveling May or something like that. Where it's basically the same sort of idea. You get bonus daily challenges every day. If you do it every day, or rather 20 days, you get this little monkey pet, whatever. It's nothing that I'm super interested in, I'll be honest. The only thing that sort of confused me is you can get a journal, and one of the things that was included in that was doing the cabbage face punch bonanza. I don't even know the name of it because I've done it once the day it came out, and I was just like, this is awful. I'm going to stop doing it.
And I even just did it once, and I literally got like 2 renowns, and I kind of like, forget this noise.
Yeah, I'm like, this is, no, I'm not doing this. They said that they talked about aligning yourself with the gods while doing that, but the gods have left, so I don't know whether, I think they just meant that they're going to be doing it, or I just have no idea what I'm talking about, and I'm talking out of my ass. Either way, so let's start with the combat improvements. So the combat improvements are nothing too major. Like we have, what do we have? We have an additional 2 slots in our action bar. Those I believe completely replaced, or you could toggle the quick inventory slots.
Right? Actually, the quick inventory slots were taken out altogether, and just 2 additional action bar slots were put in its place.
Well, fantastic. As if we need any more. I'll be honest. I don't think we needed that many more. I know some people who use primarily melee who would say otherwise. They would tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about, to which maybe. But I've just never seen a use for them. That being said, I hated the quick inventory slots, and I'm glad they're gone. Your thoughts, Chris?
Yeah, no, that's exactly my points as well. I mean, the quick inventory slots, never used them. Tried them once or twice, hated them. Never used them at all. I mean, the 2 additional action bar slots, I mean, yeah, they're nice. It's good to have. I mean, but I could have gone without them in the first place. Quick inventory slots, not needed in my opinion.
Honestly, the only time I've really needed more action bar slots is when I have a melee bar, mage bar, and range bar, as well as I have the 2 other ones. The one I have for dungeoneering, and the final bar is just sort of a miscellaneous whatever I need at the time. Usually I wouldn't even have room on that, and I would just have to mess up one of my other slots at the time if I was, I don't know, allocating for a long period of time. Back when I did mining, I would superheat and drop the bars, so I would have to put things at the end there. So I can see that being useful there. But other than that, nothing super great about 2 additional action bar slots, but that's just me. I usually use what's called Revolution all the time, so what do I know? Alright,
yeah,
what else?
You also kind of look into sort of like different abilities each different sort of style has. I mean, mage and range, they kind of, all the skills that are there kind of add up to 1 full action bar, sort of 1 action bar anyways. And the only one that really benefit from the 2 extra slots would be, like you're saying, melee and maybe a skills tab.
Yeah, so, who knows? We'll see how creative people, so not me, I don't know about you, use that in the future. Alright, quick info slots are gone. Target info pane can be displayed above your target. That is displayed above your target is more accurate and can be moved freely around the screen. Short of it, I don't care. Chris, what do you think?
Never used it. I'm sure I'll find out how good or bad they are in incoming boss trips, but see what happens.
That's the only place I can think that it might be helpful is boss trips, because usually I angle my camera just so I can see the boss's life points, but other than that, nothing. Okay, chat can be toggled always on by clicking the new icon. Alright, I actually like this. I would like it more if I didn't use letter keys as my action bar slots, But I still like this. It was annoying when you had to hit enter every single time you wanted to talk. And usually you would end up. I don't know if you know how much you know about this, but even if you had your because you're so antisocial. Even if you had
Hey,
your
hey, hey! I'm not the only one.
even if you had your setup locked, which I always do, and you try to type a shortcut keyboard that would bring up a window that you don't actually have up, it would still bring it up, and then you couldn't get rid of it unless you unlocked your screen and then cleared it, which was annoying. So I like this. I find this will make me talk more to people in game, which is strange to me, but that's what we're doing. Okay, combat XP is now awarded in PvP combat. I don't care. Like, I'm telling you straight up, I don't care. It's interesting, I guess. Like, now it's based on how many life points someone has. So do you get? I imagine you get more combat XP if someone eats more. But I don't know. I never do PvP anymore.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think it's a very interesting idea, the fact that they decided to put something like this in. I mean, I've never PvP'd in my life. I tried once back, like years back, and got my shit pushed in.
Yep.
But other than that, I mean, I'm not a PvP person. I don't think I'll ever do any of this. I mean, it's a good concept. It's good they put it in there for them PvP people, but who does it very much in EOC anymore, anyways?
Yeah. At the very least, I don't know. There might be. I don't know any, and I'm sure there are people that do that. But I am not one of them, and I am not qualified to talk about this update at all. I don't care. And before this is used as like a just like as an exploit to get really fast combat 99s. I can just see that. Like, you go up to the battlefield like it used to be, where you could stand on. I don't know if you remember this, but you could stand on the plates that gave you back your special attack immediately, and just Gmaul spec someone, and they would be constantly healed, and you would just constantly be able to do the spec and get ridiculous amounts of XP per hour. They've patched that in a couple hours though, so I don't know about this. I can see that happening, but hopefully they overlooked it. They didn't overlook it.
I mean, I looked into it a little bit. I mean, it was saying stuff about here up to 16 players sort of deal, so I guess maybe they addressed that a little bit. But it's not going to say people will find a bug and will abuse it to get insane, like, 99s in, like, 3 hours or something. Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be one of those. Alright, Solomon's. Are we going to talk about Solomon's or no? I feel like this could be summed up as more cosmetics and pets. But that's alright. I'll be honest, I do like the two pets. I don't know why I like them so much.
Well, it's a good variety to what other stuff they've had on it, to be fair. I mean,
yeah. What do we have? We have the Inari pet, which is like this little blue fox type thing with 9 tails, I believe, if I'm not getting that wrong. And the Bright Flame Ancient pet, which is like this sort of Velociraptor type thingy. That's all bones, which has actually got a pretty funny emote. You should look it up. I'll probably put a link in the description or something.
the closest thing to that I can say would be that episode of Futurama, back when they had went back in time and Zoidberg got dissected.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
One deviled egg. Oh boy, deviled egg. The same deviled egg.
Oh,
And I
look,
totally just
deviled
stole your
egg.
joke. Yeah. Let's see. What else? We've talked about the Cabbage Face Punch Bonanza, how it's ended, and there's no more. Well, the event has ended, and there's no more Basca Prime, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce the other god's name. Or was it just a monkey? It doesn't matter. Also, the Gothixian Butterflies have left the game. I am depressed about this. I like them so much. Even if it was your lowest skill, they were so great.
You can never go wrong with free XP.
Exactly. Alright.
It's kind of disappointing. I mean, especially the last time they had it. It was out for so long. Now it's only shortened down to like a couple weeks. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was 14 days this time. I don't know how long it was last time. I just remembered I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Well, to me, anyways, it seemed like it was out for a long while previously, back in the spring event. But
yeah, well, fair enough. Was it really that long ago? Jeez.
Yeah, it was.
Oh boy. So, another thing, probably the biggest thing that everyone's been waiting for is, are you ready for it? 120 skill capes in every skill. I don't know how to feel about this. On the one hand, awesome. On the other hand, they said they'd be completely cosmetic. They have the same stats as a regular skill cape, so albeit if you have a 120 skill, chances are you have access to a better cape. That being said, I don't know. I'm happy they're out, but I don't know. Personally, I can't use any. I'm close to a couple of them. I'm really hoping to get the sailing skill link in the description. Someone made
skill. New sailing skill.
Yeah, someone made a little mock-up of what a 120 skill cape would look like, and I'll just put that in the description for you guys. As well as a quest point cape, which I might if I can find it again. But other than that, it's just a thing for people who used to show off. They look good, even the ones I didn't think would look too great. They still look pretty good. I'm probably gonna get one once I can actually get one. But for now, I think the only a lot of people can use him. I don't know if you know him, Alcan. He does YouTube videos. If you're watching this, you probably know who he is. I think he's the only person in the game currently that has a 120 base, so he's the only person that can actually buy all of them right now.
Well, you really think he's the only one? I mean, we got people like Swomy and everything has 5 bill XP and everything.
Yeah, but he only has he's only got 20 mil XP in divination, so he can't buy all of them. He can buy almost all of them.
Fair enough.
Yeah. That being said, I think he doesn't care too much.
Probably not.
But what do I know? I'm not swimming. Alright, they look good. I really like them. It's surprising how good they look. I can't wait to get one.
The only thing I'm disappointed about is the fact that they don't have any additional emotes. It'd be nice to see to have something different, something a little special. I mean, with sort of like some of the sort of like emotes and everything that were enhanced by like the bunny ears or something.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice to see something like that.
Exactly. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Right, or even if it doesn't have to be. If anyone's seen the 120, there's this YouTuber that basically made 120 skill cape emotes for various skills, and they are out of this world. They are pretty good. They look really great. They don't have to be as crazy as that, but at the very least, they could have been like just a little bit of flourish when it had the same emote, but maybe just it gives you just a little bit more. I don't know, just the thing. It looks nicer, right? There's just a few more particle effects or whatever.
Basically, just a little bit of enhancements.
Yeah, like you said with the bunny ears, or another one that I can think of is when you're wearing the chicken suit.
Oh yeah.
And you do the flap emote, you actually fly up a little bit, and your guy looks at his hands like, "What the hell?" Something like that might have been good, but that takes money, that takes time. I don't know what their priorities are right now, but it would have been nice to see. Maybe they're gonna add them down the line. I'm not sure. They said they might add them down the line, or again, I don't know anything.
It'll probably be a long time before I can even get one, but it would be a very nice feature, in my opinion. Anyway, so I'd like to see it.
Yeah, my closest one is, for those who know, I am maxed, and I got 104 engineering, so not true max, whatever. I actually got that like 3 days ago, sorry, I don't mean to brag, Chris, or anyone else.
Hey, I got 299, it's still good.
I'm still...
Slowly getting there, slowly. It'll be another year or two, but it's all good.
Yeah, the excitement of getting the mask cape still has not worn off. So yeah, and now a couple smaller things that aren't really mentioned anywhere, like I guess patch notes or things that you might just notice from time to time. One I'm pretty sure I haven't looked at the patch notes, I'll be honest. One I'm sure is in the patch notes. The other one I don't know. It might be a hidden update. But no, they're both in the patch notes. I remember now. Yeah. First, the old equipment layout is back.
Oh, is it?
Have you noticed this? Yes, it is. I don't know if you're escaping right now. I might be. But yeah, if you have your window size to a certain amount, I'm actually gonna let me just try. Let me see how it works. You're gonna hear a bunch of clicking. I'm sorry, but yeah, I can't seem to get it to work because my auto type is on. Okay, we'll see what happens, but basically, if you resize to a certain point, instead of having just the honestly annoying looking, just terrible looking little squares like you would have as an inventory, you have the old layout, and if it's big enough, again, you can actually see your character and you got all the items around him, I believe. So that's nice to see. I actually like having that. It was I would have to before size my screen really largely to actually see, make sure I have everything equipped, and now I can just sort of okay, everything's there. Right, this is a nice addition. It looks like they're making uh, people they're making people see that gearing is a little bit easier, or I forget what I'm saying. They're trying to make gearing a little bit easier for people because sometimes you forget. I know I do with the quick inventories, and now this. It's nice. It's nice to see. Hopefully, this is the thing that'll bring back 200,000 people to how it was before EOC. I mean, what?
Yeah, I mean, they did kind of just shock everybody with the random EOC update. Oh my god,
Yeah,
EOC,
well,
it's gonna be
yeah.
amazing. Everybody leaves.
No, and now the last one. I'm I'm 90% sure you don't know about this, uh, and I don't even know if it's been confirmed yet. But an interesting thing, you remember those things, brawling gloves, don't you?
I've heard of them. Never had one, but
Yeah,
I know of them.
I never had one either. I played for quite a bit way back when. My account's like 10 years old. Well, my main account anyway. And I left a couple like maybe 8 or 9 years ago. I don't not that's too much, but a little while. Basically, when Bounty Hunter was in full effect, I was gone. I was not playing this game at all. Um, and I remember a friend of mine telling me how there was no wilderness. Who would still play? There was no wilderness. I found that so weird. But so I'd never had a chance to get brawling gloves, and I sure as hell didn't go to Revenants to try to get any. Um, but people know they give, I believe, double XP or 4 times if you're in the wilderness or something along those lines. I just don't want to bring it up right now. But they're being added back into the game in the form of rare drop table. The rare drop table now has brawling gloves. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I've never actually heard of this, but it sounds like a very good thing. The only thing is, though, are they going to keep it in the wilderness? If it's
Uh,
just rare drop?
no. It's added to the rare drop table. So if you know how if you're wearing the ring welter or not, you have a chance to roll on the rare drop table. Then you get a drop from there.
Yeah.
Usually it's coins or a sapphire,
Yeah.
which is great. But yeah, if you now on that rare drop table is the brawling gloves, and so you have a chance of getting them from the rare drop table, if my sources are correct. So I don't know if that is the case. If it is, that's going to be pretty interesting because they don't have XP in the same way that most other things that give bonus XP is. They have charges instead. So you can get, if you're 99 in 2 skills, let's say fishing and no, fishing's not a good one. Let's say fletching and cooking, I guess. Why not? And you choose to make broad arrowheads in the wilderness. That uses up 1 charge and give you a certain amount of XP. And if you choose to cook, that'll one fish will use up 1 charge and give you a certain amount of XP. So it's different. You can get different amounts of XP even if you're the same level in both skills. So in that way, it's not like the pendants used to be, or now the shooting stars. It's not.
As long as those are part of the universal drop table, what I would like to see is maybe sort of have that XP gain outside of the wilderness as well, maybe at a reduced rate, opposed to full double XP in the wilderness, something like that, maybe.
Yeah. Well, right now I don't know how familiar with them, but yeah, it is. I'm just gonna bring it off, so I'm not talking out of my ass. But yeah, I believe 2 times for wilderness or rather 2 times everywhere and 4 times for wilderness. And now if you can hear us furiously typing, try to get to the brawling gloves first.
Oh, is it really that much? 4 times? Jeez. Alright.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's only in the wilderness. So of course you could just bank at Edgefield, go like jump over the wilderness wall, and then do whatever there, which is what most people did. But there are some things like the attack brawling gloves or any sort of combat brawling gloves, which would high risk, high reward, because that's a lot of bonus XP
Yeah,
to
it
get.
is.
Let's see. When wearing gloves outside the wilderness, the player will receive a 50% bonus in experience. Fair enough. And in the wilderness, it'd be a 300%, so 4 times normal experience. So yeah, 50%, so 1.5 times outside the wilderness and 4 times in the wilderness. That is pretty damn good.
Yes, it is. The only question, though, would that stack with the sort of like the Squeal of Fortune stuff? Like Squeal of
It would
Fortune sets?
almost certainly. Uh, or treasure hunter if you're newer to the game. But yeah, it almost certainly would stack just because I believe they're different kinds of XP, so you sort of have to. Because one is directly on your skills list and the other is from this item. In the same way that if you had bonus XP from, let's say, a penance horn or something, it would stack with the bonus XP from Squeal of Fortune if that does happen, and watch it not and me be completely wrong. But I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for this because I've never gotten to use them. I can't wait to actually start using them. I think it's gonna be great. They were so ridiculously rare nowadays. In 3 years, I've never run into anyone that got them as a drop, and I know some people that did a lot of PVM, and a lot of people that did a lot of killing of revenants. Or rather, but you couldn't get them for PVM before. But my point is, I knew people that killed quite a few revenants. Yeah, so I'm excited for this. It's gonna be good. I wonder how many people still have brawling gloves from the old update and are gonna go well, now they're devalued now, because of course when you make things easier to get, you'll inevitably have people bitching about how it was much better when they got them because it was more difficult.
Well, to be fair, I mean, anything Jamflex does, I mean, obviously people are going to complain. Doesn't matter what Jagus does. Any update, any little thing, everybody complains about it.
It's true. It's also, but I don't know if you've this just turns on ripping on the internet, but which is not a great thing to do.
No, because we're gonna get butt raped for it.
Exactly. It's as worse. It's almost like mentioning a certain.
Welcome to the internet.
That's great. I'm excited for these updates. I think they're pretty good. There's not really a favorite I'd pick out of them because I can't use the capes. I don't really care about the combat improvements. And I'm not going to buy the pets. So I think the Brawling Gloves really do win out. And that's, if it is actually even a thing. I hope it is. If it is, I'm going to be killing a lot more stuff. I don't know about you, I've gotten pretty lucky recently with my PVMing, and I'm not going to spoil anything, and you don't either, Chris, because we're probably going to have weekly videos, which is, if there is stuff to show, but just drops that we get, duo, solo, whatever. Mostly Chris and me, obviously. Which, you might be able to look forward to that. It should be coming out in a couple days.
Stay tuned and see. We got incredibly lucky, that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. I'm going to preface this with, I have killed so many X, thousands, and not gotten a single rare drop. And then I got 2 in an hour. Is that too much? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
And then another instance, we went dry completely, and then we go in, kill one, and we get this drop. It's crazy.
Yeah. I just realized I could apply to 2 different things in the video, so that's not that bad. I feel a little bit better now. Alright, well, that's pretty much it for this update this week. Look forward to one next week, and any of the other videos that are coming out. We like making the videos. Hopefully you like listening or watching them. Let's be honest, you probably put this on in the background while you escape.
Yeah, obviously.
Hopefully. Yeah. Doesn't everyone... Is that not what everyone does? I mean, every once in a while, you might have something that you want to see in the video, but it's rare. Or someone brings attention to something that they put in the video, so you just tab over to it. Which, fair enough, you understand your audience. But yeah, we make videos that we like to watch and listen to. Hopefully you will too. Alright, this has been Silviu.
And this has been Chris. Try not to waste too much XP.
I don't know about you, I've been fishing rocktails. So we will see you.
Horse.
Alright, we will see you next time.
Later.